Well, it goes without saying, earthquakes are a fact of life here in California, and now a local research team is developing a better way to track them and possibly better understand the forces at work.
And they say the key is something you may have in your own home. ABC7 News meteorologist Drew Tuma has a look.
If you've lived in California for any length of time, you've probably felt the powerful jolt of a sudden earthquake, or maybe watched the wild movements of an active seismograph. But now, researchers at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory believe they have a cheaper and potentially more powerful way to monitor seismic activity.
Yeah, back in March, we had an earthquake in the Dublin Hills. And so what you're seeing here is an image captured on the fiber.
Seismologist Gene Ichinose is looking at the footprint of a recent 3.9 magnitude earthquake in the East Bay, captured not only by a traditional seismograph, but the kind of fiber optic cable that might carry anything from your internet service to a simple phone call. In this case, it was an unused line running 50 miles between Moscone Center in San Francisco and Sunnyvale. At one end, Ichinose and his collaborators plugged in a box-shaped device known as an interrogator.
It's about the size of a microwave, and we just plug it into a telecommunications port and turn it on. The interrogator sends a pulse of light down the fiber and records the backscatter.
He says it's the equivalent of listening in, as a ground movement jostles the cable around with the fiber optic line running through it. To help demonstrate, computer scientist Tim Brandt strung a similar line through the lab's hallways, then went for a stroll. And even the faint vibrations of his footsteps on the carpet were enough to register.
So here's Tim now. You can see his individual footsteps.
The team envisions a scalable network that could reach almost anywhere in the world, covered by fiber optic communication cables, including the ocean floor. The kind of remote but seismically active areas that can trigger deadly tsunamis and offshore earthquakes.
It could be set up pretty much anywhere else. The amount of network bandwidth we need is negligible.
And Ichinose says the real power comes with scale, the kind of data that researchers spend years trying to collect in areas like Parkfield along the San Andreas Fault.
We've been using the same old technology for the last century. It's your traditional seismometer. And what fiber optic distributed sensing allows us to do is turn ordinary fiber optic cables that are used for telecommunications into thousands of virtual sensors.
And perhaps a revolution in the way we detect movement in the shifting ground beneath our feet. In Livermore, Drew Tuma, ABC7 News.
Really interesting. And the Livermore team believes fiber optic networks could also be used as an early warning system or even to monitor stress levels on key structures like dams and roadways.
We know how to prepare for an earthquake, but are you ready? Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. If you need help, check out abc7news.com/preparenorcal.
All right, up next, it's sunny and warm today across much of